Hey everyone, I'm going to read two poems this morning, one by Jason Shinder and one of my own. This was posted by Joseph Asano, and he was encouraging people to post poetry about illness. This poem's untitled. If there is no cure, I still want to correct a few things and think mostly of people and have them all alive. I want a door opening in me that I can enter and feel the clarity of evening and the stars beginning. One after another, I want my mistakes returning and to approach them on a beach like a man for whom there is no division between one way or another. My most faithful body, you are not in the best of shape, far from the glitter of the river in which you once swam. But I want good tears when I stand on the street, and from the sky drifts down the finest mist on my face. Not everything is given, and it should not permit sadness. Let me keep on describing things to be sure they happened. I just think it's really beautiful and powerful. It reminded me of my dad when he was dying from cancer last year. He didn't really lament his cancer that much, but he would lament this idea of his body not being in the best shape anymore. And this concept of being far from the glitter of the river in which he once swam. My dad never really complained about dying, but it frustrated him immensely that in his physical shape, he couldn't do things around the farm anymore. And I think that in a weird way, the lack of capability or his diminishing capability made him ease more comfortably into the concept of death. He wasn't really up for being around as a weaker version of himself. But I like the way it closed. Let me keep on describing things to be sure they happen. My dad could be a very spiritual person, especially when he connected to nature, and he had a lot of gratitude. And almost every day up to the very end, he would send me and my siblings messages just about small things he noticed on the farm, like a way a tree was growing or the hawks nesting on the property. And you could feel, it was a little uncommon for him to message us in this way. So I think in his own way, he was sharing with us as a way of really documenting for himself what it meant to be alive and to notice such things. So I'm gonna read a poem now that I wrote shortly after my dad died. And it was just about an experience I had visiting my mom shortly after his loss. It's called So Happy You're Here. I visited my mom today. For the first time I read the doormat I've walked over 1,000,000 times. Faded by foot traffic, you can still make out. So happy you're here. We unpacked Dad's things. We unpacked the dad thing. The loss, but mostly the confusion. Do you check his email? I don't know. Where are the keys? To what? Everything. I'd never turn anyone away. I'm too afraid to be alone. But I tire of the foot traffic. So many come in and out, good and bad, and I never know when they'll be back or if they'll be back. And it's exhausting to keep track of all their keys. But I do in case I need them, or if you, a lost loved one, come to me for them. All I ask is, on your next visit, look down and notice the faded and the fading, so happy you're here. Then notice the door's still open. Thanks for letting me read to you guys this morning. I hope you have a great day.